Hey guys, it's Becky. I am back with another process video. Today for my layout, I am going to be using a sketch from Creative Scrappers. It's this one right here, number 187, and several different sheets of paper. This layout started out being, well, when I first pulled all this stuff out, it started being mostly Chamel's Go Now Go, but it does end up being a mix of several bits, some simple stories and some collections from other Chamel lines. So right here, as I do often, I am showing you what I'm going to be using at first. When I did this layout, this is like a throwback. I have like a vault, we'll call it a vault of videos. And they're just things I haven't edited yet for several reasons. Maybe it's not my favorite layout. In this case, this is a layout I did in the beginning of October, and I did not do it at my desk. It was one evening I wanted to spend some time with my husband, but I also wanted a scrapbook. I mean, that's a hard choice, right? Husband scrapbook. Yeah, you know what? You do the weighing on that. So I went ahead and combined both, and I wheeled a cart of scrapbook stuff out to the living room, put my camera on my cart, and just put a white piece of poster board on my coffee table, and I sat on the floor and I scrapbooked. Now I didn't know what pictures I was going to scrapbook, so I just used some, I think I used 3x3, it might have been 4x4 pieces of paper I cut out as if they were photos, so I kind of just used them as a template. Anyway, this layout comes from a vault of videos that I have not done any voiceovers for. As you know from my last video when I dropped that bomb in your lap, sorry about that, I haven't been scrapbooking a whole bunch lately. I did do one page, but yesterday I think, but it did take me, I didn't just do it yesterday, I worked on it for like a week. It'll sit on my desk for like a week. And then I finished it up yesterday. I am starting another one today, but I suspect that will probably also take me a while to get done as well. So I'm pulling stuff out of the vault and doing voiceovers on them. Alright, so you see I'm making just layers. Did you see that sketch? It had the 3 blocks. So I'm going to make those first 2 blocks for photos, and the one down there at the bottom left is going to be for some journaling. Now the Go Now Go collection, it did come with some phrase stickers, and they're kind of a copper color. So I'm just going to pull out one of the phrase stickers. It's kind of a travel heavy collection. And, you know, Jim and I, we travel. We travel not quite a bit, but we, travel enough. And when I had done this, we had just gotten back from our trip to Spain. So I knew I had some travel stuff. So I just used one of those phrase stickers that were from that collection. Right here I'm still building up the layers for all the spots. You see where I have those 2 blank ones? At the end of the video you are going to see I go back and put photos in those spots. The photos are a little smaller than the white, so I just leave the white in there as a layering element. So this video is going to go up on December 27th, so Christmas is past us now. Yay! I hope I don't see any more Christmas videos. I love you. No more Christmas videos. They will go directly into watch later, like the ones from the past 3 or 4 weeks, and I'll watch them in July. Anyway, so Christmas is over, and I'm really excited to hear about how everybody's Christmas went. So if you guys want to leave me a comment and tell me your favorite part about what happened this Christmas, I would really love to read it. I'm going to tell you about what happens for my Christmas, but I don't know yet because it hasn't happened. I'm actually recording this on Christmas Eve. I did text my son when he was little. We used to go to the movies on Christmas every year. So I did text him and asked him if he would be interested in doing that again. We haven't done that since he's been a grown-up. So I don't know if he would still want to do it or not. So I texted him and asked him. I know he's going to come over here to the house for Christmas. I don't think Marissa's coming. Marissa's mom came in town, so that's really nice. So I'm not mad that she's not coming because she gets to see her mommy, and that's fabulous. But I do kind of wish she was here so I could see her because I haven't seen her for a while. anyway, we might do that for Christmas, but I don't know. I'm sure I will word vomit all the details on you when it happens. All right, so I'm still building these layers, as you can see. Now, I did take several scraps, and then also there was a cut apart sheet from that Simple Stories. I kind of cut that up a little bit, and they're bingo tickets. But the yellow in that Simple Stories totally looks fabulous with the Schmel collection, so I kind of tucked that in. Right here you can see I still have that Simple Stories as my background. That is not going to be how it ends, so don't worry. I do realize looking at it right now, which I also realize in real time a little later, that does not look great with that dotted background. It's okay, I'll fix it. I did pull out some of the different elements from the Go Now Go. Up at the top it says adventure, and that is like a banner. It's super cute, and I do end up keeping that there. I'm going to tuck around lots of little trees. Some of them I fussy cut, some of them are stickers. There's some acetate pieces that are also from the Go Now Go. You saw I was playing around with that green camera. It's right there, down there at the bottom. That is also going to make it on the layout. There's some little trees I'm playing with at the bottom. They're not all going to make it there. I'm going to go with one single chipboard tree that is yellow. Is the only one that's going to make it down there at the bottom. That center looks about right. It looks like it's about how it's going to go. I am going to put this little airplane right there. I'm not going to adhere it down all the way so that when I put my picture on it, my photo on it, I can tuck the photo underneath that wing. And here's another little bit I am seeing if I want to put anywhere. All right, so I spent a lot of time just moving around paper, clearly. And like I said, Jim and I were just sitting in the living room watching the TV. So I might get a little distracted throughout this. I might cut some out and you might not see the whole thing. Do you guys watch TV while you're scrapbooking, or maybe watch a little Netflix, or maybe watch a little YouTube while you're scrapbooking? Sometimes you get a little distracted, and so a bit of video will go by and your hands aren't doing anything because your eyes are just bugging out at the screen on your TV or on your tablet or wherever you're watching it. That'd be pretty cool to have. You know, like Mercy Tierra will sometimes have 2 shots. That would be cool to have a shot of my face when I'm not doing anything, because I'm probably just like bugged out looking at the TV. All right, so here I pull out those Kuretake watercolors. There is a color in there that is a copy. You see that Go Now Go I'm pulling off right now? That is that phrase sticker. Apparently I must have lost something. It's okay. It looks like I was drinking some coffee. That could be chai tea, because it was at nighttime. It was probably chai with a little bit of cream in it. So I'm going ahead and positioning the pieces where I think I want them to go, and I'm going to use that copper of the Kuretake set. This is when I first got that Kuretake. I love it, guys. It is so pigmented. That's not a word. It's so pigmented. It is fabulous. I love that Kuretake set. I wish I had all the time to get it out and play with it even more, but you know, life and all that. I'm not complaining though. I'm very, very happy to be having life, right? Right here are some pieces of stars. They're the copper stars that were in that phrase pack, and I just kind of cut some in half and tucked them underneath some of the sides just to give them a little something. And these right here are the enamel dots and shapes. I do use a copper star in a reddish circle. Right here I'm putting down a wood, I think she calls them wood buttons, but they have the wood around the edge, and in the inside it says fun. And over here at this side I'm going to put down another red dot and a navy blue star. At this point I am still going through that navy blue phase, which I really, really love. Here I'm going to go ahead and put the top cluster down. I did use the liquid adhesive because I have that little bit of mixed media. Now that white background that I have it on, that I'm doing the watercoloring on, it is watercolor paper. I did not do that much watercoloring on this, so I kind of feel like maybe I wasted that paper. Watercolor paper is not that cheap for us cheap people. So it's not that cheap, so I kind of feel like I wasted it a little bit, but it's okay. This layout is quite heavy. Like, I'm holding it right now. It is quite heavy, and most of that weight is probably in that watercolor paper. I do love that paper though. It's so nice. So right here I am just still scattering around stuff. I'm tucking more of the heart, or not hearts, they are not hearts, they are stars. They are copper glitter stars that I had cut in half. I'm still tucking some of those around. Right here I'm going to go ahead and trim it up a little bit because I am going to put it on the original paper that I started with. Remember, it had that polka dots. It's kind of a crafty colorish, crafty brown. I don't know. It's not really craft. It's something else that's weird. The opposite side of that is a diagonal stripe. So I am going to trim off the sides of these. But I have to be careful about it because not all the sides are the same. Does that make sense? I was a little off with my watercoloring is what I'm saying. So I am going to go ahead and mat that on this diagonal stripe. So originally when I was playing with it, it was a polka dot. So I flipped the polka dot over and now it is a diagonal on this stripe. I do love that about Simple Stories when they do that, when they have the dots on one side, because I love dots, and on the other side they have the diagonal stripe, and I really love diagonal stripes, so I really love it when they do that. Alright guys, so right here I am showing you what it looks like after I added the photos. So these are photos when we are on our way to Spain. It says from it, well actually no, Portugal. We went to Portugal first and then Spain. It says from Atlanta to Lisbon. And I was talking about the flight. So there's a photo from out of the window, and then you know how the back of your plane seats have the marks or have the map where you can see where you are? That's the other photo. Alright guys, that's all I do to this layout. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Love you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.